Hello guys and welcome back to some more Outer Worlds 2. Last time we were here, we finally got some progress done on the main mission. Because we really haven't been doing it for that much. But, one thing that we are going to do is we're going to first go to Ethel. Because we might as well help out our new teammate and companion. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I'm able to upgrade it, aren't I? Yep. HZRD training as a doctor gives her a good understanding of anatomy of combatants. Okay, and that is occasionally toss medicine packs. Ooh. I like that. I do like that. We'll apply that. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. So, let's go. I don't... Okay. Is it just me, or is it just the stuff on the ground that's causing that weird, like, static sound?
Hello again. Was there something you... Oh, Inez! You look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you.
Alright. Well, it is good news. Now she's free to fix her graft.
Ah, that is not common knowledge in this town. But since Inez appears to trust you, I suppose I can do the same. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scarily friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more.
Okay, well, I mean, you could do it now.
Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with. Though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble.
Oh.
It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by protectorate scientists, who unfortunately went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
Well, and the second candidate?
The second candidate is a raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
Any ideas how to kill this
When you
matriarch?
reach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours.
So kill the creatures, chop off the farts. Seems straightforward.
Yes, though I would recommend a careful surgical removal of the specimens, please. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Matriarch, Law guide you both out there.
Yeah, I'll take the help from anyone, because knowing how this can go... Wait, those are optional? Then what the fuck is the... Yeah, that's not optional. How is that optional? Like, am I crazy? Like, I don't think that's optional. Like, don't get me wrong, but like...
Well, you hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Doc mentioned. Over here, Commander.
Yeah, hold on. Ice has also increased the sensitivity, because honestly, this is gonna annoy the shit out of me. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I guess that's supposed to be default. That's better.
Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Crabbles out. Let's see here.
Okay.
Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play.
Hey, what am I supposed to do? Just stand around and look pretty?
Well, if the commander's keen to share, you can press the button too. Wouldn't want you feeling left out.
Seeing Zeb again went different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for tears and confetti, but damn.
If you want a party, just say so.
I surely wouldn't be opposed. Reckon you can put my name on a cake too? Just aside, I must have imagined how that conversation was going to go a dozen times over the years. Never counted on Zebulon being so barbed. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed.
Well, the choice may not have been wrong, but leaving without a word was.
That's fair.
I know it's fair.
Notice something? I was just worried I'd lose my nerve, but you have a point. Wasn't right of me to just up and split. Anyway, I appreciate the check-in, Commander. Was there anything else you needed?
No, we'll talk more later. Alright. So this is where we're gonna find out if what I did was a bad idea or not.
On your command. Not getting up without help, Commander.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander. You're making it easy for us. Watch yourself.
I can tell, thank you. Ow.
Help me end it.
Oh, come on. Really? Holy shit, dude. You're kidding me. Okay. Awesome. Cool. I'm glad that my teammates are fucking trash. Let's go talk to Hogarth. We will get that later on. Since apparently we're just weak as hell. God damn. That is crazy though.
Look who's back.
Yeah. Welcome back to me too. Alright. Let us try and get some more stuff done.
Greetings.
Hi.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport, once a shining testament to protectorate excellence, now a picturesque example of the evils of corporatism. But where are my manners? We do not have much, but please let me offer you some victuals. Tut. I insist. Serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we always put our best foot forward, regardless of circumstance.
I mean, Westport looks in pretty bad shape. Anything I can help with?
I believe something still can be done. This town can be saved, its people given a reprieve. Were we to acquire the one thing vital to our existence, automech parts. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. Among the vigilant, it is even considered something of a sport. We are not miracle workers, however. Without parts to work with, we've no hope of remaking our mechs to do tasks beyond their initial functions. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts.
I mean, it would only take a few variable gears and essential motivators to serve a purpose.
We are of like minds. We lack not the skill to do so. Our wily chief mechanist can reprogram the mech, but not without parts. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts.
And you're all being punished. Why again?
Why, we're traitors, obviously. We've not fulfilled our duties as members of the Protectorate. It is incumbent upon us to fight to the death, yet we still live, as does our enemy. Now, either the Arbiters arrive to execute us, or this place falls under the vapid boot heel of Auntie's choice. No matter who wins, we cannot sustain ourselves here for long.
Well, such a judgment seems kind of unnecessarily cruel.
These fine and decent folk don't deserve having their lives thrown away on account of my failures. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, sufficiently functioning by employing mechs reprogrammed to repair and rebuild, the Arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here in the spirit of continuity and such.
Look around. If the Protectorate wanted to do right by you, you wouldn't be starving and wallowing in this metal quagmire. You want to help your people? Go to Fairfield.
Fairfield? Why, they're the reason we're in this mess. You'll forgive me for questioning such timely offers of generosity and kindness. No thank you, not interested. I owe it to every single person here to try.
Well, what would it take for you to let your people go to Fairfield?
Nobody needs go anywhere. Not when we can still save Westport. We of the Protectorate endure as one, regardless of any hardships we must face. It'd have to be catastrophically obvious this place was doomed, and incontrovertibly beyond my means to save it, before I'd even consider such a recourse.
I mean, it seems to me like a catastrophe already, dude.
Well, that's what's commonly referred to as your opinion. I have the aid of key pillars of our community, several persons of note and good character who stand with and by me, and our town still functions. Our automechs are still running, mostly. We have a generator to power them, fresh water, the reassuring voice of everyone's neighbor Prudence wafts from our loudspeakers.
But if things fell apart further, you would let everyone go and you would leave too?
I don't know. Look, I've entertained these fool notions of yours long enough. There's no use pursuing such a fruitless line of thinking further. I have a brighter future in mind for Westport, one you can help with, in fact, rather than dwelling on dark maybes and scenarios of worst imagining.
Okay, let's hear your little plan.
Understand your reticence. I dare say I even share it. After a lifetime of strict compliance with state edict, feels almost mutinous to pursue such an undertaking. It's a gamble, no arguing that. But anything else is simply giving up and waiting for the end.
Well, I might be able to find parts, but we'd have to discuss compensation.
What sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need.
Well, You have intimate knowledge of the Vox station's workings,
Enough
right?
to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask?
I'm pursuing the malefactor named Augustine de Vries.
Difficult place to saunter into. Station's off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in.
Okay, well, I'll still need to think about it.
So much for their paradigm keeping mouths fed and roofs overhead. The minister was right to send us here.
Yeah.
And rich natural resources represent
So what do we have to do? So we could get that as an option, but I feel like it may not work perfectly. Let's try dealing with this bullshit, shall we? Because if we can, if we can do a bit of oh shit me. God damn it.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start cutting. You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle.
Alright, well, anything that could be
Don't
assistance?
suppose you have any medical supplies to spare, do you? That you might kindly consider donating?
I think there's medicine in this.
Oh, no thank you. Not looking for anything that does more harm than good. I have enough ailments to manage already. From what I've heard about Auntie's medicaments, might poison a patient or cause them to grow an extra head or something. Never know what they're testing out on you.
My extra parts aren't side effects. That's your implication. And anyhow, I should think some minor side effects would be preferable to dying.
Yeah, I swear by the reliability.
Honestly? Well, I'm a reasonable judge of character, and you seem upright. On behalf of my patients and I, thank you. We're all grateful. Guess outsiders aren't all just base individualists like they say on the wireless. Barring this being some tricky sales strategy, that is. This is a good start, but I fear it won't last long. Wouldn't happen to know a reliable means to procure more, would you?
If you know, you can have as much product as you need if you buy it in Fairfield. Or it's time to consider relocating your patients,
Oh.
yeah.
They'd just take us all in, provide us with all the food and medicine and housing we'd ask for, would they? Doesn't align with how I've heard them depicted on the wireless.
Well, the Protector clearly failed you. I mean, literally they're leaving you out to die. But at least aunties would make you, like, live longer.
This is dangerous talk, friend. We've already been branded traitors. If we give them any excuse now, they'll send in the arbiters directly. Not seeing a wealth of options here at present. I can watch my patients die, then face execution, or we can resettle elsewhere and remain alive. I lean toward the latter.
Exactly.
The abandoned section of Westport ought to have some supplies. Should be enough medicaments down there to help our injured survive the trip to Fairfield. It's perilous, though.
I mean, you could dilute this, you know, by about an eighth to stretch it out enough.
If you're sure it'll retain its efficacy, that might just do the trick. I recognize these patients require more care than I'm able to provide here. Seems like in Fairfield, I can get them the help they require. The one last additional thing we'll need is for Vigilant Hogarth to agree to it.
So, you want his, like, permission first?
It's less a concern about disloyalty, and more my respect for his abilities. He's a skilled leader, and we could sorely use his aid, from coordinating logistics to keeping up morale. I'll surely have my hands full with my patients. His presence on the journey would save lives.
I'll try my best to convince him.
All right, be careful out there.
Okay, well, we have that done. Which is good. So now, what's the other thing that we can do here? Secure Westport defections. I like how it says find medical supplies in abandoned sections. Like, oh, we don't really need to. So, who else can we actually get a green? Because I'd rather have it be I help.
You're thinking about cyborgs. There is little difference between the gifts the Protectorate provides.
Okay, whatever. Wait, what's up? How you doing?
Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh?
He was very welcoming.
Oh, glad to hear. Probably sprung an important task on you afterwards, I'd wager. I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. Next thing you know, he puts me in charge of repairing all the mechs in Westport.
Mech repair is mech repair, right?
I mean, sure. All the underlying logic's the same if you mull it over. I've been trained to run them big algae processing units, which are a fair amount more complex. It's just... subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. But I am happy to help the system abide any way I am able.
I mean, you're a technical sort. What kind of devices could use
I
these?
assume those are approved Protectorate announcements, correct? With everyone's neighbor prudence and the like? I mean, sorry. Of course they are. Loudspeaker control terminal is in the proclamation station, a few structures over. One with the antenna. I suspect they go there. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Not at all overwhelmed or terrified of dying, though, of course. The system abides.
That's tough. I mean, have you ever thought of packing it in, moving to Fairfield?
Even if I did ever fall prey to such treacherous whimsy, you think I'd be fool-headed enough to admit it to a stranger? Look like I've been kicked by an automech or something? I mean, void damn. Vigilant Hogarth's still here. No matter how bad it gets, keeps us going. Keeps us right. Folks like him prove the paradigm is aligned with the Architect's plan. Just gotta trust the rightful guidance of the Vigilance and the Sovereign.
It kind of sounds a bit forced, though. I'm just saying.
Funny. I reckon that's more true of them over in Fairfield. They love their substandard comestibles and lack of fellowship. Smacks a bit of conspicuous inveiglement to me. Sure feel sorry for them. Maybe someday after we, well, utterly crush their forces and disprove their bent philosophy, we can show them all a right, better way to live. Why, things need to severely decline around here for me to even consider. Oh, shut my mouth. Could never leave our fine Vigilant in the lurch. Fairfield.
What would cause such a severe decline, though?
Well, probably should keep my voice down, but we lose power to charge our mechs, this place is done for. Final nail in the coffin, or similarly minded metaphor of your choosing. Not that the paradigm would allow that, of course.
Alright, well, any thoughts on the other residents, though?
Curativist Row is a fine sword. Pillar of our community. Might impatient, sure, but with how busy she is, we'd all do well to respect her time. Watch out for that wine trot fellow. Talk your ear off if you let him. Kinda lonesome, but doesn't let anybody near his place for some reason. Even before the flooding. Everybody else? Decent enough, I guess.
What's exactly involved in reprogramming the automechs?
Well, mechs do all the heavy work for us in the Protectorate. Just like each of us, each type of mech has their assigned specialty. Takes a little doing, but you can readjust them. The combat mech can be reconfigured to oversee comestible distribution, for instance. Or mine or harvest crops. All you need is the know-how to retool their subroutines. And the right parts. Plenty of parts. Granted, reprogrammed mechs are never as efficient as those specially made for a role, but they get by, eventually, after a fashion.
Okay, well, best be on my way then.
Outsider.
Yeah, outsider. Ah.
We are bound to inform you.
All right.
Entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared
Let's go and check out the house. Uh-oh. Yeah, just ignore me. All right. Perfect. Ooh. Huh. Campaign hat. Warlock, Protector of Medicine, Regal Tarts, Modern Mint. Okay,
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Yeah, but I don't know where Charlton's house is. This is a problem.
Looking a few courts low, Commander.
Ah, what? Oh. Man. That's not what I was hoping for, but whatever.
under protectorate law.
Huh.
Bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows.
All right.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Come on.
Hate to ask for help, but help?
They really made these guys like ridiculously harder to kill. Holy shit. Okay. I bet. There we go. Okay.
Knew you had my back.
Of course I had your back. I'm not even gonna ask how you even pulled that off, but okay.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament for an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Let me handle this.
Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Mother load of loot. You need to get me back in the sprag race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles. Real fly in the old ointment. Could just sit tight, would lean off all this.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Crabble skedaddle, or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
All right. So research that. I'm just gonna grab everything here because we can. Doesn't hurt. Do do do. All right. Let's unjam you again so we can get more points. I like how that's the method. But you know what? I'll take it. Works for me. All right. Which one is his house? Search Charles. Who? Where the fuck is his house, though? I don't even know. Is it this one over here?
Armed and ready.
Cool. Ooh, a plasma soak. Guess that's a thing to just reduce the amount of plasma damage we take, which is pretty straightforward, to be honest. Joke's on you guys. You missed. Yeah, another perfectly perfect day. A duly capped daily journal for later reminiscence and routine sentinel review. First entry of 2359, 700 hours. Woke to a new and brilliant day of abundance, which thanks to vigilant Hogarth and our benevolent sovereign. 7:30 out. 7:30. Consumed prestige regal tarts. Nourishingly delicious. 10:02. Spotted aircraft streaking across the sky. One appears to have landed on the east side of Westport. How curious. 10:06. We have guests. 4 out-of-towners in strange uniforms trampling through the flower beds. They hurried away before I can invite them in for tea. 10:17. Any more out-of-towners now. They take umbrage with our auto mechanicals, inflicting heavy damage. Perhaps in preparation to replace them with even more wonderful models. 10:46. Out-of-towners are at my door requesting entry. My, they're insistent. 10:47 hours. Strangers will not leave. Their words confound me. Claimed they were chosen by someone's aunt to share unbridled consumerism. We'll need to confirm spelling. Perhaps ask vigilant Hogarth. Oh my, they're forcing open the door. Well, he's dead.